Giants. NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll start out on the ground at Saquon Barkley. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 8 yards on the run, and that cuts this down to a 3rd and about 5.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 17 yards and a giant first down.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
A first down carry for Barkley. He'll get it up near midfield to the 49 before being taken down. The Giants at 7-2 here on the year. Their head coach, he's got them believing in themselves. They've won 7 of their last 9 games now.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. A handoff to Barkley on the option. Now they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this would be a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Now Jones. This pass into the hands of Bellinger. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The end result, 21 yards. A nice gain there to his trusty tight end, and now it's got them thinking opening drive touchdown here as they get into the red zone.
And in most cases with your tight end, you feel like you've got a mismatch no matter who's covering him. Is it a small cornerback? Is it a lot?
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 16th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Goff in this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10. Right at the 30. Goff now to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. You know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of a losing streak, it's incumbent upon you to take charge of this game early and not give them any reason to hope. Get out and attack them and make sure you knock them back on their butts.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Goff. And connecting here with DJ Shark. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
He's going to pick up the 1st down and then some. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big play there on the catch and run. 30 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now it's gone. Over the middle, hauled in by Shark. And he'll be brought down at the 27. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming down throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. 2nd down and 5. Goff. Caught by Allen. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. Well, this defense for the Giants, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Throwing again is gone. They're trying to find Shark, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. There he goes, right side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. CD, what a sensational start for this defense. Instead of just forcing the 3 and out, which they were about to do, they pick it off and take it in for the score.
Yeah, they didn't just settle for the standard good way to start a game. They started in dramatic fashion. Take it away, score points, and guess what? They'll be flying to go back out there on defense again after that play.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From the 6. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20. Call it the 21. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
And that last throw is going to keep him climbing that all-time passing yards leaderboard as he crosses the 25,000-yard mark now for his career.
He just recently passed Bart Starr. Next up for him, Bob Greasy. That's 2 Hall of Famers, 2 Super Bowl winners, multiple Super Bowl winners. So he's getting up with the legends.
And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Here's Gong. His throw incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And Shark calls it in. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allowed a conversion.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
On first down, it's gone. He's airing it out for Williams. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
On 2nd down, Swift. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. The Lions on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Offensively lucky they were able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. Now gone. Open man right side is Shark. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Goff. That's once again complete to Chark. And the Lions are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Back to throw. Goff. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Giants are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
Partner, there's no other way you could describe it because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board.
Down the numbers. There he goes. He's at the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Giants. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Extra point try good by Gano. And it's now 21-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that Play did on the last one.
To the sideline, and wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. I think he's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd went to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Goff throwing again. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And got his man complete. A big play there for Detroit. 53 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Here's Swift. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal. Here's Goff. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Here's Goff. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
Here we go.
Here we go on 4th. Goff. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Giants are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on fourth down. Well, Charles, certainly circled that play. We might have to revisit it later. They had 3 in their back pocket. They go for it on 4th and goal and throw the pick.
Well, you know, we're still in the first half. A bold call nonetheless. And I guess the book might have said take the 3, but it looks like they burned the book and just said give me the analytics. And the analytics said go for it. Didn't work out.
The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Again, it's Barkley, and they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Meanwhile, Jones' throw brought in by Bellinger. Finding room at midfield. And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35. It's a big-time play there for the G-Man. 49 yards.
The tackling in this game has not been good so far. We've seen our share of missed tackles. Case in point, that one right there. And that miss led to another big play. I don't know if it's effort. I don't know if it's technique. But they'll have to work on that in practice.
Throwing Jones.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
Boy, a big play right there. I mean, a touchdown on this drive could have really put some separation on the scoreboard. Instead, it's the defense who scores. And, partner, we got a game again.
And we do have one because of what you just described. A defense that understood what was going on in this game and did something about it. They knew their offense needed some help. They just provided it. They're back in this one.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Takes it at the 7.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get position for at least 3 points.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
154 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Second and 2.
In motion left, Robinson. From just shy of midfield, Jones.
That's complete to Slayton. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
1st and 10. Jones.
Throw right side, taken in by Bellinger. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37.
Looking to throw. Jones. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Got a man, Slayton. He's going to have the first down and more than that. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Darius Slayton in the final seconds of the first half. And the Giants will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Gano for the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the... zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this.
That one complete. He finds Sharp. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. The final shot before break here. Goff.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark.
And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete. But the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. They'll throw now on the final play. And in for the Lions touchdown.
Jamison Williams.
As time expires in the first half.
And the Lions are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Well, my education continues in this game, I've got to tell you, because there's not an analyst in the world that would have said pass up the field goal here, go for it, and expect for it to be successful, and it was. I mean, they're playing this one just like a video game.
Especially for the final play of the first half to have the guts to do that. But I guess what do we say? The end will justify the means, right?
No doubt about it. For you and me, we live, we learn.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff.
Into the hands of Williams across the formation.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
Goff, a handoff here to Swift.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Gone. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. 20. 5. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown.
And, Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. As confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time.
And now here's another interception.
Picked by Julian Love. And the Giants are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard. But also, you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. In motion left, Robinson. Now Jones.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down.
Here's Jamie Gillen now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. That's taken on the 25. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return.
And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
From the 36, Goff. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Second and 5 now. Goff to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
They'll try it now with Swift. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have picked up right where they left off in half number 1, just looking really dominant, extending this lead.
And it's fun to see when teams actually do that, because so many times...
He's got a man complete. The 40. The 20. Touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Giants are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Gano the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
On first down, gone. And he's got his man on the out route.
He's got room past the 30.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Goff now to throw.
And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Now Goff on first down. He's going to let this one go deep.
And, boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Throwing again is gone. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
And now a offensively, it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now, the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 40. Now it's gone. And my goodness, another interception. Julian Love picks it, and the Giants are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the third quarter, it would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day. They're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
From the 27, Jones. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Giants on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. In motion left, Robinson. Jones now on 3rd and 2. He finds him again, Saquon Barkley. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Oh, trying to fit it into Shepard, but it's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And down to the 41. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Some teams like to start aggressive to begin a drive, but this is still what you expect to see in normal situations. Just call a simple run, get a few yards to begin the series, and set yourself up for something bigger on second down.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Giants are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he'd won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001 to throw 7 picks. And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety.
Every team has plays in their book to try to buy some room when a safety's on the table. But a big variable is how does each team deal with the pressure of executing in those situations. In this case, they didn't, and they gave up 2 points.
Of course, they have the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
Go. 76. Go, slow, go. We're good, we're good. Average ball.
Swift going to try up the middle.
And he's able to get this one down to about the 40.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
We're good, we're good.
Goff now looks to throw. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Goff now looking to throw. And that is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Tiger, Tiger. Obama.
Desperation time for Goff on 4th. This is caught inside the 15. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
And now here's another interception. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Giants are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here, stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
178 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero.
And he is going to be taken down. They got him. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. First and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. Back to throw. Jones. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. Oh, good move. And some room to run now. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. On that long touchdown, look, the pass was fine, but it was short. What Saquon did after the catch, that's impressive.
And that's just demoralizing if you're on the defensive side of the ball, too, because if he catches a short one, that's your opportunity to tackle him, put him on the ground, and get up for the next down. Instead, he makes a move, he makes people miss, he runs through tackles, he spins, he jukes, and he continues to run because once he gets into the open field and turns it loose, he can fly.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Fielded right around the 8. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. And the Giants are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Now they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
Let's go now. Ready.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Giants, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2. And now they'll get the short week as they get set to play at Dallas on Thanksgiving. Meanwhile, for Detroit, what else is new? They fall again. That's now 10 straight losses to start the year. And they'll have a quick turnaround as they're back in action Thursday at noon Eastern for the traditional Thanksgiving Day game in Detroit.